Foxy Buxes.
What's up guys, Foxy Boxes here, coming at you with a deck profile, this time profiling the Spellbook deck that I just made a video on. This deck is incredibly fun, and it might not be the same build as a lot of veteran book players are used to, but that's because I am a novice to the deck, and this is my first build of Spellbooks. I didn't play during the Dragon Ruler format, and I just recently now got around to building it, and I'm trying to build it in real life. If you have Spellbook stuff, leave a comment. I'd really like to try to trade it off you, preferably higher rarity, but we'll see. Anyway, let's get on with this deck profile, starting it off with Triple High Priestess. Priestess is bae, she's waifu, she's beautiful. Priestess is a great beatstick, and under this deck, you're going to get her to pretty high attack. This is a Star Hall version. This is like Priestess and Star Hall, and Star Hall is really good. I like Star Hall. Priestess itself can really wreck your opponent if you play 3 of it. Even 1 with the right thing popped is very, very painful. Yeah, everyone who's seen Spellbooks pretty much knows what Priestess does. So moving on, MVP, Kaiku the Ghost Destroyer. It's a great card right now, especially against Necros. It's very, very fun to watch Necros squirm under Kaiku. I love Kaiku as a card. I've been playing the 2006 Duel Masters game on the DS, and I've been using Kaiku and been wrecking the AI, and getting to use Kaiku now in the modern meta, it just brings a smile to my face. Kaiku with a double power and the effect going off just makes me cry or Tim of joy. Moving on to Justice of Prophecy. Justice is a great first turn card if you don't have Blue Boy. You can use a random spellbook and get her search in the end phase, which basically what she does, if you activated a spellbook, you can banish her during the end phase to add 1 level 5 or higher light or dark spellcaster monster and 1 spellbook spell card from your deck to your hand. This allows you to get Priestess and Secrets, which I usually do. I play Priestess or Secrets. And then we have Jowgen. Jowgen allows you to nuke the field of special summon monsters by discarding 1 random card. It's pretty good. I don't use it a lot, but still, I like it a lot. Spellbook Magician of Prophecy. You need 3. Please don't play the deck if you don't have 3. Just wait till you get 3. The card is really, really good. It searches any spellbook, spell card from your deck to your hand, which means it can search Secrets, and Secrets, in turn, can search Blue Boy. Moving on to the spellbooks, we have Spellbook of Power. I like Power a lot. Being able to boost a Kaiku up to 28 is really fun, or a Justice to 26. Especially Power Master is one of my favorite plays. Activate Power, target a spellcaster. Activate Master, copy Power, target the same one. Attack, battle phase, destroy, get 2 searches. It's really good. It's a really good way to replenish your hand. And speaking of Master, Spellbook of Master. This spellbook allows you to copy any spellbook in the grave. You control a spellcaster, reveal a spellbook with Master, target a spellbook in your graveyard, and you can copy the effect. It allows you to basically do 2 Power or 2 Secrets, or any other spellbook that you'd like to copy. Moving on to Spellbook of Eternity. Eternity is good at 2, in case you have to banish 1 for Fate or Priestess. It allows you to target a banished spellbook card and add it back to your hand. So basically, if you had to banish a Master or a Secret, you can get it back to your hand with Eternity. Speaking of Secret, Spellbook of Secrets. Kind of like Blue Boy. Moving on to Pot of Duality. This allows you to get access to that spell card that you just couldn't draw on the first turn, or in the mid-turn where you don't have a good enough hand, you can activate Duality to potentially reveal something good, add it to your hand. Since the deck doesn't really special summon that much outside of Priestess, you really don't need to worry about the special summoning condition. Most of the time, you sit on a Kaiku or a Blue Boy with a bunch of traps, or Fate or Book of Moon, and you wait out your opponent. You counter them and then make a big push. And Book of Moon is right here. Everyone knows why Book of Moon is good, but the reason why it's extra good in Spellbooks is because if you have no out to an opponent attacking, and you have a Blue Boy in the field, you can activate your Book of Moon to either stop their attack by flipping their monster face down, or you can flip Blue Boy face down so that when they're destroyed, Blue Boy gets a search from his flip. So that's why Book of Moon's good in the deck. Spellbook of Wisdom allows you to basically save your monster from a spell or trap. It's your out to back row when using 1 monster. I don't know how many times I've had a double-powered Kaiku go into something to hit for damage, and they try to Mirror Force it or deprison it or something, and I'm just like, nope. And then I'll get the effects off of my attack and such. And Wisdom is just a very good complement piece. It allows you to protect your monsters against back row, which is very handy. Spellbook of Fate. Everyone knows the infamous Spellbook of Fate. Banish 3 to banish a card on your field, or on your opponent's field. And it doesn't target, which means that all those pesky monsters that say I can't be targeted get screwed over by Fate. Since the ban list is coming around, I'm just going to say that I'd like to see Fate go to 2 or 3. That's just my thing. Yeah, Spellbook of Fate is a good card. Its return 1 spell or trap card is also a very good effect that I use a lot, and I also find very handy this format. Moving on, we have Spellbook Star Hall, the underdog of the deck, because most of the time you don't need it, but you can activate it. If you have it in your hand, no sense in not activating it. It allows you to get 100 attack for each spellbook card you activate. You keep accumulating these counters. You eventually summon a blue boy, and he's 1500 attack. So it's very easy to get spell counters for this, and it's very fun. Spellbook of Life is not a card I really like, but it's a name. Kind of like how Aaron or Arcus was a name for the old school Lightsworns. Life is a name for spellbooks. You can banish it with Priestess from hand, or you can banish it with Fate if you happen to use it that turn. So that's a thing. And finally, for the spellbooks, we have the Grand Spellbook Tower, which is the field spell. I've never won a game without Tower on the field. Tower is such a good card. Not only does it give you a monster if it's destroyed, up to the number of spellbooks in your graveyard, so that's really nice. Say you have like 7, this is destroyed, you can get a free Priestess. But it also allows you to get an extra draw. I've had a bunch of times where I've just drawn 2 traps and been able to set them and wait out my opponent and keep doing that extra draw with Grand Spellbook Tower. It's so nice. Into the trap lineup, we have Mind Crush, which is a very good card this format. After Mind Crush, we have Bottomless Trap Hole. I've explained Bottomless's goodness before, so I'm not really going to go in depth. Mirror Force is really, really good in this deck because of Blue Boy is such a tempting target at only 500 attack. People want to attack into him, and they get a Mirror Force. Vanity's Emptiness, again, the same thing with Jowgen. You are not going to be doing a lot of special summoning, so Vanity's doesn't hurt you a lot, really. You can also try Attack In, lose 1 turn. I've heard it's not that bad. I haven't tested it yet, but... And for the Fiendish Chain, again, I think it's better than Breakthrough Skill personally right now, because not only does it stop the effect, it stops the attack, which is crucial, and it gives spellbooks that extra turn to try to set up. So that's really good. And finally, Solemn Warning. And Solemn Warning is good no matter what format it's in, really. And the extra deck is pretty negligible, because honestly, you don't really summon out of it, at least with my build. Well, I mean, you should have a Big Eye or a Draco Sack in the extra deck just in case. You can run him if you want, because you have so much room. You can destroy... he's basically a Harpy's Feather Duster for how many spellbooks you have in your grave, if you really want to do that. And everything else is just pretty much your personal choice. I just threw some staples for the deck and some rank 3s and such. You can also, if you want to have an interesting tech... I'm just going to try and search it. This guy, this expensive thing from Crossroads of Chaos, Secret Village of the Spellcasters. But yeah, guys, this is the Spellbook deck profile, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope that you will share this with other people to try to get the word out for the channel. I'd really love to see us I want to hit 600 subscribers before the end of the year, but I highly doubt that's going to happen, so I'll be very realistic and go for maybe 400. I would love to hit 600 subscribers by the end of the year, because we're halfway through the year. So let's aim for 600. I doubt we'll get there, but you guys are awesome, and I never want to underestimate you guys. So, you know, like the favorite, because, you know, Foxy's a like whore. But, you know, again, only if you really like the content. If you don't like it, leave a comment below, like, explaining to me what you would like me to change. I'm always open to suggestions from you guys, because I do this for you. But yeah, enough rambling. This is Foxy Boxes, and I'm signing off.